Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Antonio, back with another video today. Seeing what's up with you guys. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed their week. We're coming up on the weekend, so enjoy your free time, stay blessed up, count your coins, try to learn something new over the weekend. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something simple today, another one of my simple concepts, something that most people are aware of consciously, but I wanted to talk about your own personal values and also healthy competition. So what do I mean about healthy competition? So when I say healthy competition, I'm talking about the type of competition that helps you reflect on self. People compare themselves to other people sometimes. It's a good idea to compare yourself to the person that you was yesterday. That's why I say always try to learn something new every day, so that you can have something to compare yourself to. But you can music, sports, there's a reason why there's always a select group of individuals that get the Grammy for that year in music, or there's one team that gets the Super Bowl championship or the NBA Finals trophy, when it comes to sports or things like that, or even when it comes to relationships, men and women. Men have to compete for women, and women have to compete for men as well. It's all about healthy competition. It's what helps move the culture forward. That's what helps us reflect and try to make something better of ourselves. These are, again, ancient biblical ancient parables and things like that. Of course, when it came to David and Goliath, however healthy or unhealthy that competition was, you see the results from that. It's always good to have a healthy competition with your friends, your co-workers, your family members. It's what all keeps us motivated. Imagine the opposite of healthy competition. But yeah, it's definitely something that helps us cultivate new ideas, figure out where we belong in this world, figure out our place on the pecking order of kings and queens, and the common folk and what have you. People compete for money, people compete for time, believe it or not. Money is not the most important thing in the world, and love is not the most important thing in the world. People also compete for time sometimes. But yeah, it's always good to have a healthy balance. It's always good to have healthy competitions. Younger men compete with older men for finances and things like that. Young women compete with older women for the affection of men sometimes. People are in the gym working out. There's healthy competition all around you. So when you hear healthy competition, don't get triggered, or don't think that it's negative, or think that people are saying that you're weak or something like that, or it's just a different perspective. It gives you a chance to open up your mind, expand your thought processes, and just be the best person that you can be. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys today about, was healthy competition, and thinking about these different concepts and things in different ways. You always want to keep a healthy mindset. You always want to think about things in a positive way. These things all start from somewhere. I remember being in a storytelling time. I remember being in high school and being a smart kid, having honors classes, AP classes, and things like that. And gym time came around, and there's any separation when it comes to these things. When it comes to gym time, no one's doing math or reading or anything like that. Everybody's on an equal playing field, so you would have healthy competition between the jocks and the nerds, or the wrestlers and the football players and things like that in the weight room. Even out on the field around the track, you would have healthy competition with the nerds versus the so-called popular guys and things like that. There was always banter going back and forth in regards to healthy or unhealthy competition. Again, you have to learn. It's good to learn these things early. Learn your place in the world. Figure out what you need to be competing for. You have the 200-pound jock in high school that likes to fight with and beat up and pick up on the nerds, but then they forget 20 years down the line, when it's time to come back to the high school reunion, and then that nerd is a multi-billion dollar person. In high school you used to beat me up with your muscles, but now I come to the high school reunion with my big laser beam. Let's see if your muscles is gonna protect you from my laser beam gun. So there's even flow. There's as above, so below. Some people are gonna get their karmic justice at the top of the wheel of fortune. While others, it's always good to try to maintain, but energy is never stagnant. There's always going to be healthy competition. There's always going to be a new group of high school girls or college girls coming into the dating world, coming into the job world. Women will have to compete with these new younger women for finances and men and things like that. Even with opposites pushing each other and attracting, these young girls are getting into the job market and taking jobs away from older men and things like that. So competition is always going to be there, whether it's going to be healthy, whether it's going to be toxic or negative. We just have to make sure that we get in where we fit in. With me being a Libra and my sign being the scale of balance, bartering and trade and law and all these things like that, this is something that I really pay attention to when it comes to knowing yourself, knowing other people, competitions, balancing things out. That's why I recommend everyone learns their astrology sign, so you can know what you should be competing for and who you should be competing against, what your strengths and what your weaknesses are. Can definitely help you out. It'll help you win over some people in different competitions, and so forth. But yeah, didn't really have anything else to say when it comes to healthy competition. Again, we're all familiar, or we get more familiar with competition the older that we get, the older that we become, the more experiences and the more wiser that we become. We see how these different seen and unseen forces compete with or against each other. But again, it's always like to leave off on the positive. You always want to make sure that you're in a healthy competition with people. You always want to be around people that encourage you to be honest, encourage you to be transparent, that encourage you to get stronger, get wiser, and just be an overall a brave person. No one's perfect, but we build and we grow by involving ourselves in healthy competition and things like that. I remember being in school, and we had tests and things like that. It was fun. A lot of people don't really pay attention to trying to get their work done the quickest and things like that, but these were things I noticed. Whether I was 8 years old or 28 years old, we we would all have something to do or be timed or on specific tasks and things like that. And there were some people that no matter how many right or wrong questions or answers that they had, they always wanted to, wow, I'm looking at a white airplane and a big black eagle flying through the air right now. But yeah, it was always funny. It was like the timetable sheet. It was like 60 seconds, and everybody used to always try to do it the fastest they could. You know, this healthy competition, you know, that helps, you know, your brain power. It helps you. It just puts things in certain perspectives. You know, healthy competition can come from, you know, one of my favorite things, video games. You know, you're not competing with another person; you're competing with a computer. But then again, these things teach you. These things teach you certain things in life that help you make certain decisions at, you know, the certain times and things like that. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to head out, grab me some lunch. I'm trying to wait on a ride today, but you know me, I don't like waiting on rides or anything like that. I just like to get out and go. Aries in me. But hopefully you guys have a good day, have a good weekend. I'll get right back to you with another video as soon as I can. Think of some more interesting ideas and concepts to bring you guys. But yeah, practice your healthy competition with, you know, folks, man. Don't become envious or don't become a hater. You know, the best way to get back at someone is to show growth, expand, and become a more successful person than you was the day before. So that's all I had to say for you guys. Be safe. Catch you on the next one.